The Wife and Wrexham AFC live pre-game. Before we get into Wrexham versus Preston, or Preston versus Wrexham, should I say, if you do want to follow us on social media, you can do so. All you need to do is search at Me The Wife Pod on whatever social media that you use, and you will find us. You give me the little side eye there, like I said something wrong, have I?
Nope.
No. Good. So Preston, big game today, I think. Do I say that every week?
Yeah,
I feel like I say it every
week.
But yeah, look, get your comments in. Sean will monitor the comments that are coming through, and we'll try and answer as many of them as we can. But yeah, Preston, Sean.
So Preston will be the ones wearing white on the pitch today.
Is that the level that we're going for?
Yeah.
Is it,
so obviously we're away at Deepdale today to play Preston North End. Last time we played Preston, we beat them.
Yes, we did. Although in slightly different circumstances.
It was not in the league, and it was at home.
No,
no, it was away. It was away. What were the circumstances?
It was in the League Cup, wasn't it? And
doesn't matter. We still beat them.
Yeah, we did. But I think teams never really. I wouldn't really sort of. I wouldn't read too much into beating a team in the League Cup. Is my point. I think both teams are usually very. I think we made 11 changes when we played them, which I think that sort of says all it needs to about how seriously
we still beat them. So can you imagine how
we're
strong?
Not still in it now, are we? Do you know what I mean?
Not.
So I think that speaks volumes for how much managers tinker with their team when they're in the League Cup, because I don't think Championship clubs value that competition very much. So I wouldn't read too much into that. That is all I'm saying.
Okie doke. So we've got about 3,300 Wrexham fans travelling to Deepdale. Well, hopefully they're there already, because the game starts in an hour.
Yeah.
So
weirdly as well, though, there are tickets on sale at the ground, which
well, there might not be now, but there was this morning.
No, so that which is something that almost never happens, and it was quite nice. It was quite nostalgic for me, because that's something that always used to happen. So
yeah. Preston finished 20th in the Championship last season on 50 points. So they were 1 point above the relegation zone. This is their 11th straight year in the Championship. Last time we played them, as we mentioned before, we did win 3-2 away at Deepdale, which obviously Ryan mentioned was in the EFL Cup, which was back in August, which was obviously the beginning of the season. The last league games that we played with Preston were I can't even remember these years. 1999/2000 season.
Yeah, so 26, 25 years ago.
I was 18.
Long time ago.
I can't even remember.
Yeah.
We lost 1-0 away, and we drew 0-0 at the racecourse. As mentioned, they do play in white. They beat Sheffield actually on Wednesday. No, they didn't beat Sheffield on Wednesday. They beat Sheffield Wednesday on last Saturday 3-2, and they were away. They're fifth at the moment on 30 points. So far, they've won 8. They've drawn 6 and they've lost 4. So the last 5 is 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1. Only loss is versus Blackburn at home.
I would mention that is something I wanted to bring up. The only loss in the last 5 is against Blackburn. That is very much a sort of derby game. So I wouldn't read again. I wouldn't read too much into them losing to Blackburn. Home games this season, they played 9, won 5, drawn 2, and lost 2. Blackburn 1, which I'm almost sort of happy to disregard in a way due to the proximity of the two clubs and how big it is for them to play each other. The only other loss they've had at home this season is against Birmingham. So that's the only other time they've lost at home. A couple of players that I wanted to personally pick out from the Preston lineup. First one's Lewis Dobbin, So Lewis Dobbin is currently on loan from Aston Villa. Used to play for Everton, so started his career. He was somewhere else. He went to Everton, didn't play loads of games, a handful of games, 10, 15, 20, somewhere around that mark. He transferred to Villa for somewhere around 10 million. I don't think I'm right. I think I'm right in saying he's never played for Villa, but he has been out on loan a few times. Currently at Preston, he's a striker. He's got 3 assists in the last 3 games, 3 goals in his last 7. One to watch out for.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's hit a little bit of form recently. I'm not sure he necessarily has had the greatest season, but certainly in the last 3, 4, 5 games, I think he has shown what he is capable of. So certainly one for us to keep an eye on.
I was just about to say, obviously, last time when we talked about Blackburn, there was a couple of players that you called out. One of them wasn't even on the bench.
No,
I was just checking, and Lewis Dobbin is in the team starting 11 today.
The other one is quite an interesting one. You can tell me if he's playing or not. Was Daniel Jebison. So Daniel Jebison, some may remember, is he playing? Striker, he'll be at the bottom.
He's on the bench.
He's on the bench, right? One to keep an eye out for a slightly different reason. So Daniel Jebison, some of you may remember, has played against Wrexham before at the racecourse. He used to play for Sheffield United. Oh. So when we played them in the FA Cup, Daniel Jebison was the person who got sent off. When we played against him, he's the one who kicked Ben Tozer in the leg.
Yes.
He got sent off. We ended up drawing the game 3-3. Massively exciting. But yeah, that was
kicking today, Jebison.
No,
you come on.
Well, certainly not from the bench anyway. But yeah, so they're the 2 I sort of picked out a little bit. One slightly tongue in cheek maybe, and he is on the bench. The other one, definitely worth keeping an eye on. They're sponsored by Spud Bros. No,
I'm assuming it's something to do with potatoes.
It is. I'm so surprised that you don't know who Spud Bros are.
Never heard of them. I'm not really a fay with potato brands.
No, it's not that. It's more the fact that you're a fay with social media. You're all over social media, sort of like Instagram, all that sort of that. They're big on social media. The Spud Bros are.
Is it to do with potatoes?
It is jacket potatoes. Yeah, that is it. But they are world renowned now. They're 2 guys. They do it. They have their van outside Preston. They're from Preston. They won't be there this weekend. Their van will be, but they won't be. They're in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. You go on social media, you see them. I saw a video the other day. They were serving Mr. Beast a jacket potato.
Stop bigging up other people's social media.
No, I'm just saying,
especially from Preston.
I'm just saying they're a big deal in the jacket potato world. So I'm quite surprised you haven't heard of them. Look, ourselves. We are unbeaten in the last 8 league games. Last defeat away from home was against Stoke, which is mid-October. We have drawn our last 3 away games. So Middlesbrough 1-1, Portsmouth 0-0, Ipswich 0-0. So in our last 4 away games, we've only scored 1. In our last 4 away games. It's not all doom and gloom. I'm just giving you facts and figures. But obviously in the last 3 away games, we have kept 2 clean sheets, so that there is light in the darkness there of only scoring 1 goal. Preston scored 6 in the last 3 home games. So okay. Just to be balanced. What is we can't really call you a new fan anymore because you've been going for years now, but I think we are very different when it comes to football. So you will watch Wrexham and you'll watch a little bit of the Premier League, but you're not really a deep dive, are you? You're not. I
don't get stuck in the old rabbit hole of football.
No,
on
you
social
don't.
Media and stuff like
you're
that.
not really massive on watching Championship, League One, League Two, and whereas I'll sort of watch everything, so I know. I'm not bigging myself up, but I have seen most clubs play quite a few times, already this season. So from your perspective, with not really having loads of knowledge of Preston, what's your gut feeling about today?
I feel as though because we've beaten before.
Okay.
Granted, it was just the Mickey Mouse Club Cup, but
just to give you an insight into that, I'm pretty sure Owen O'Connell was our captain when we played them. To give you an idea of the squad rotation that was used by both clubs.
I know it was a complete, which is why I feel like because of the the talent that we've got on the pitch at the moment, with the squad that we've got. I think we'll do all right.
Yeah. Okay.
If we come out, even if we come out with a draw today, I'll be happy. But it would be amazing if we come away with a clean sheet.
I mean, I think you make a very valid point that we've drawn our last 3 away from home. I'd take another draw.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got 23 away games in a season, if you can draw half of them. I know you can't draw exactly half of them, but let's say 11 or 12 draws in a season. And then the other half, you split in half again. And you win a quarter and you lose the other quarter. I would take that all day long from away games when you're newly promoted into the Championship. You want to survive and then you want to kick on the following season. I would take drawing half of our away games. For me, we've already drawn away at places like, Portsmouth. That was a hard fought. Ipswich, Middlesbrough as well. We've Leicester. We've drawn away at some big teams, and I would take. This is a team that's 5th in the league. They didn't have the best of seasons last season, but that's the past. They're doing well this season. And like I said, I wouldn't read too much into the Blackburn loss at home because there's a lot sort of going on there sort of locally. They're good at home. So if we can get out of there with a point, I'd be over the moon with that. Absolutely over the moon.
Well, the team we've got today playing, bear with while I get it. Oh, okay.
It's there on the
Ryan's
screen.
already got it on the screen. So we've got a Conquo in goal, which is no surprise. We have got in the back 3, we have got Cleworth, Hyam and Scar. There is one change. We've got Barnett on the right and McLean on the left. So no Longman today.
How do you feel about McLean getting a run of games? I think he's been good since he's come in.
I think he's been really good. To be fair, I think he's. I don't know. Maybe he's got something to prove because he hasn't had many minutes on the pitch. Recently. Prior to obviously the games that he has had minutes. So I think he wants to prove himself that he is worthy to be getting in the starting 11.
I did say at the start of the season I wouldn't write off James McLean as being done just because you're back up to the Championship. I did say I think he's invaluable. Both on and off the pitch. For me, more off the pitch than maybe on. But Libby can't stay fit at the moment, so I think Jimmy's doing a job.
And obviously, Kabore's out for 6 weeks, so he's not going to be in the starting.
No, so we are going to see a bit of juggling going on. Yeah. I think last game, what was the last game? Blackburn. So we had Jimmy on the left and we had Longman on the right, didn't we? I felt about an hour in, I felt like it was crying out for a bit of Barney. And so I'm happy to see him start today. We'll just see how he gets on. Then
we have got in the middle, we have got Sheaf, Dobson and Thomason today.
Thomason, more than happy with. He's really shown his worth, I think, over the last few games. He's waited patiently for his chance. He's got his chance, and I feel like he's one of these players who are grabbing that chance with both hands. Happy to see Dobbo back in.
Yes.
Sheafy he's very quickly becoming one of my favourite players. Very cool, very calm, good on the ball, does his job really well. A great signing, I think, for me so far.
Yeah, and then we've got Broadhead and Moore. I have got 9 out of 10.
Didn't predict it. Always forget.
I didn't put in Barnett.
Yeah.
I put in Longman.
Yeah.
And I didn't put Thomas in, and I put Lewis O'Brien in.
It's very hard to predict at the moment, and I'm happy with the rotation of players. Whether the players are happy with the rotation, that's another question. I think they are. I'm not sure how. I'm happy Brody's in because I think he's proved how good he is over the last few games. Not sure how happy Josh is going to be sitting on the bench long term anyway. Be interesting to see how the game develops today and whether we end up with two of them on the pitch again. That would be great. But what comments have we got?
So we have got Glenda. Hello, Glenda. Hi, Sean and Ryan. Hoping for a win today.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Aren't we all, Glenda?
Rick Miller. Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm assuming you're an international fan if you're saying good morning because it is now the afternoon here. Paul.
Well, if he's saying good morning, that means he is
Australia.
No, wrong way.
Yeah.
No, he could be because he could be going. Yeah, that's
Who knows?
true.
Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, wherever you are in the world.
Paul has literally said word for word what Glenda has said, but added another word. Hello, Ryan and Sean. Hopefully, a big win today.
Yeah.
A big win today.
Big win.
Chaz. Good morning, Chaz.
Hello, Chaz.
Big match today. Hopefully we get the 3 points, but a draw works for me. My optimism says 3-2 Wrexham. Let's go Wrexham.
Do you know, weirdly, Chaz, I'm with you on that one because we obviously do predictions on the podcast every week. And I didn't know what to put. I was completely lost, so I went for the same score as the League Cup, so I went 3-2 as well.
I can't remember what I did. Alex Emmett. Hey, guys. Hope your recovery is going well, Sean. It is, Alex. Thank you. I expect a difficult and potentially fine margins game today. What are your thoughts on Barnett starting over Longman?
Yeah, I think we've sort of covered that. I think there was a definite time last week when I felt Barney would have been worthwhile. I think it gives Barney an opportunity to stake his claim on the right-hand side, especially while Issa's out. I think the position's pretty much nailed on for Issa when he's fit. Barney being in, I've got no issue. I think between Barney and Longman, I say it's much of a muchness, really. It's quite tight between them two. Longman's been doing really well, so I think this is Barney's opportunity to go, hello, I'm still here. And really put in a performance. We remember he was the assist king last season, so he needs to just remind everyone of how good he is, I think, and he's got that opportunity today.
Hugo has said, hopefully a win. Subs could change it if necessary.
Yeah, definitely.
Mad Al, has Lewis O'Brien fallen out of favour? The way he fought for every ball against Leicester went on international break and came back a shadow of his former self. It's a mystery.
Is that Big Al?
Yes.
So
I'm assuming it is. Yeah.
I think, interestingly, Al, I think what seems to be the case for me is I've noticed that obviously Parky's got a natural rotation, especially in the midfield because we are a little overstocked. But so Thomason got fit, he got his opportunity, he came in the team, and him getting a good run of games seemed to coincide with Jimmy coming into the team as well and playing on the left. Now, while Jimmy's been playing, I have noticed that Thomason offers better stability and cover for Jimmy out on the left than Lewis O'Brien does. Now, what I mean by that is Lewis O'Brien is one of these players who seems to be everywhere all at once, which is great. But at the same time, the thing that happens with a player like that is a couple of triangles and the player's out of the game completely. Jimmy has been left isolated on occasions when Lewis has been playing. Not that Lewis particularly plays on the left, but it's been more prevalent on the left. Thomason seems to be a bit more calm and sort of sits in a little bit more and offers a little bit more protection for James on that left-hand side. So I would say this is a tactic that might be employed when Jimmy's at left back, to have George Thomason in the team and to have him protecting Jimmy a little bit, because I have noticed Jimmy does get caught from time to time. He seems to get, even though he gets caught when Thomason's playing, Thomason seems to be there to help him out a little bit more. Whereas when Lewis is playing, that maybe isn't the case. So as long as Jimmy's playing, I think we might see George Thomason playing as well. That was my feel. That's just my take on it. I'm that's not saying I'm the oracle, but there you go.
Rick Miller is from Indiana.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Of course it was.
I just feel like that's something we should know, because Rick obviously comments lots, and I feel like we should know where Rick was from. But now we do. So that'll stick, don't worry.
Paul Kelly, we need to start scoring some goals going forward. Barnett tends to play backwards too much for my liking, puts too much pressure on Cleworth.
I think that is perhaps that's a confidence thing, I think. Barney wasn't always like that in sort of League 2, League 1. He was very attacking, very progressive. The fact that he's had a lack of minutes in the Championship, potentially that is causing him to second guess himself a little bit, turn around and play backwards, as opposed to just going for it and trying to attack the man. I don't know.
Mad Al, Opta predictions are in.
Oh, go.
Don't know what Opta is. What's Opta?
I'll teach you about Opta on this week's podcast.
So, Preston North End win, 42%. Wrexham win, 29%. And a draw, 29%.
Okay, so they're going... Opta are going heavy on a Preston win. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully one of the 29s is right, eh?
Hugo, Lewis O'Brien, impact player for attack. And he's also put that he is from Coedpoeth.
Oh, okay.
Coedpoeth. How do you say that properly?
Coedpoeth.
Coedpoeth. Oh, I said it right then.
It's where, famously, where Jordan Davis was from. The Coedy assassin.
The Coedy assassin.
There we go. Right, are we all done there?
That's all the comments at the moment.
Look, make sure that you join us at full time. About 5 minutes after the full time whistle, we will be...
Maybe a bit longer, because it takes me a while to get upstairs.
Give it 10. We'll be back in the studio. Make sure you jump on. All of your comments are more than welcome. We'll get through them all. Let's say that now.
It's easier when we're
unless
in
there's
the studio.
hundreds of you. It does go a bit mental at full time.
Yeah, especially when we win.
Especially if we win,
or play really bad.
We will do our best to get through all of them. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you're on YouTube now. Just go to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell, so you won't miss anything.
And also go to our last video and give us a hype. It's a new thing.
Yeah, it's a new thing. We'll talk about that on Monday as well. If you're not going to join us at full time, podcast is out Monday, 6 p.m, wherever you get your podcast, or if you prefer looking at our faces, that'll be on YouTube as well. But failing that, join us straight after the full time whistle. We'll see you then, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.